After Leshy's defeat, I honestly was on a high. I thought nothing could stop me. I thought I was doing great. Unfortunately, I was met with a cult that was starving and full of dissent. I try my best to curb my cult's hunger and raise their loyalty. I even sacrifice a member and use him as food. I only managed to raise loyalty to about half. This is not great, but it's the best I can do right now, so I go ahead and decide it's time to enter Anura. Entering Anura, I thought, wouldn't be that hard. I mean, Darkwood was easy. I barely faced any struggle. I died like once. Unfortunately, I was very wrong. The run is honestly going smooth. That is until Hecate shows up and starves one of my people. Eventually, in my travel through Anura, I come across Gushin, the first major boss of the area.
Terrible name, sir. Ew, he laid an egg. What the heck? I hate frogs.
So I kind of swiftly beat him, and it really gave me a false hope for what the future would end up looking like. After defeating Gushin, I add him to my cult and I name him Bush. I immediately sacrifice him. And that puts me in a great mood, so I decide it's time to get married. After my marriage, I think it's time for another run. I'm on a high, I'm feeling really good about it, and I don't think anything can stop me.
Why are frogs actually kind of crazy?
Unfortunately,
I don't.
was
Oh
wrong.
my god. I got.
After my swift end, I decided I would build a little bit of infrastructure before heading right back into Anura.
If I'm not mistaken. Oh, hello, frog face.
During this run, I come across Hecate and her sisters, the bishops, and they ask me to bow. I refuse, and they make the path ahead a little bit harder by making every single room a fight.
How about fuck
This
you?
ends up not being a terrible thing as I get more upgrades and I even run across my first relic. This run, I feel very powerful. I have my first relic that strikes enemies with lightning when I use it. I have one of my favorite weapons, and I have tons of cards. I just feel unstoppable. Unfortunately, when I get to Elagos, the second boss in the region, I was not as ready as I thought. And he sent me right back to my cult by force.
Okay, we're at half a heart. Oh! Did I die?
Upon my return, I find that my cult is back to starving, and they're even more unfaithful than before. So what can I do to restore it? I build a barn so they can tend to the farm while I'm gone. I even try fishing to get any food I can. And as I feed my cult what I've scrapped up, I try to give a sermon to raise their loyalty. This levels me up and allows me to unlock weapon mastery, which gives me the option of heavy attacks. As I continue trying to scrape up food for my cult, unfortunately, Porker Hams dies. This is the first death of 3 that happen in my camp. It makes me sad, but I know that he wouldn't want his body to go to waste, so I carve him up and I feed him to his friends. The other 2 that died were Beholder and Puss in Boots. These deaths honestly hurt me a lot. I didn't know that I was so attached to my cult, but I was scrounging every single resource I could to stop people from dying, even using the body of Porker Hams to try to keep others from dying because I know that's what he'd want. After these losses, other members dissented, leaving me behind. I'm left with 5 members. I need to do something, or this cult won't last much longer. I'm at my lowest point that I've ever been playing this game, and it's all because I can't take care of my cult. As a last-ditch effort to save my cult, I decide to go back to Darkwood. I know it has resources I can gather, and it's easier than Anura. Unfortunately for me, the difficulty increased, and in my
I
desperate
hate
panic
this
state,
game!
I
Don't
die.
leave.
On my return, I met with even more dissenters deciding to leave my cult. My member count is down to 1, and my cult is on the brink of extinction. I honestly don't know what to do. I need a plan. I jump back into the dark wood forest, hoping to find whatever resources I can manage, gathering every single follower on my way. This time, I play slower, smarter, taking my time to avoid enemy attacks, and being methodical about my approach. I do come across berries. I even come across a new follower who I send straight back to camp.
On to the boss.
At the end of my run,
Witness
I find
Agaris.
myself face to face with the Witness Agaris.
Boom. This one. Got him. Boom. Okay, that was kind of stressful.
I eventually take him out and send him back with the others.
You're not leaving. No, 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 no. How do I stop him? How do I stop him? Please. I have presents. Oh, you're kidding me.
After indoctrinating, I mean re-educating the Witness Agaris, I continue to build my cult back up. I even buy a new member from this spider guy whose morality is definitely not questionable. I then find myself back in the mushroom forest of Anura, where I come across this freaky tree with faces on it. I defeat all the enemies and cut down Dabifa, this buffalo guy, and add him to my collection. I mean religion. After grabbing more upgrades, it's time for me to fight Eligos, this flying nightmare, who's already brought me down to my knees once.
Okay, or the flies are just freaking broken. Maybe I'm not the issue. The big bonus about the axe. Okay, yeah, I don't know what it is, but those flies just screw me over every time. Okay, he's 1 HP. Let's go. Half a heart through that whole fight, too. That's what I'm talking about.
Now back from my crusade, I finally dig graves for my fallen members, including Porker Hams, but we ate him, I hear you say. And yeah, we did, but due to a game crash, his body respawned, and now I can give him the respectful burial he deserves. After this, I unlock the ability to inspire my members, which raises their loyalty significantly. Once inspiring them and raising their loyalty as much as I could, I head back to Anura, where I have 2 back-to-back runs. The only significant thing to happen during these runs was Hecate releasing a famine across my cult. Here's the deaths.
Oh my gosh, I've gotten hit. I didn't even realize I was low HP. I just have to focus up. I wasn't focused up.
And honestly, I'm not really proud of what happened next, but Jeffrey thought that he was a poet and decided that he didn't want to work anymore. So, following this, I got exactly what I deserved, which led to my followers gaining less and less faith in me. So I decide to throw a feast in hopes that the followers would forget that I killed their friend. And then I lost again on my next run.
That didn't. I thought I was far enough away. I'm 3-0 on this. I mean, I'm 0 for 3 on this stupid frog.
This is where things started to change. I discovered that you can offer money to the card shop and get 2 cards for 1 shop. This only works once per run, at least from my experimenting. Finding this out gifted me with an incredible card that gave me 2 times movement speed. I became nearly untouchable.
I'm just so glad that bosses don't like do extra damage like in Isaac. Oh my gosh, 4th time's the charm, I finally won. I had 1 HP that whole time too.
After defeating Zepar, I felt incredible. So I decide to head straight for Hecate. She tries to intimidate me, even throwing waves of tough enemies at me. But I tough it out. I make it through each room and eventually reach her.
That's okay, I got 4 hits. Finally, I've been looking forward to this. Make your peace, creature. You will not be leaving this temple. I hate this frog. I got knocked back into the freaking frog.
Unfortunately, this first fight was rough. I didn't get all that much damage in, but I did learn a little bit of information about her attacks, so I feel a little better. I give Hecate several more tries, but continue to fail until eventually the tides turn. I start with a vampire dagger. It gives me a little bit of valuable HP regen. After clearing several rooms and gaining several useful cards like attack speed multipliers, I find an upgrade in the vampiric sword, and this may be just what I need to beat Hecate. Fighting through some more tough enemies, I finally reach Hecate for the final time.
Hello. Hecate. Yes! 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 Oh. Oh, that took way too long. Oh my gosh. I have been playing all day. I had to lock in. I was at half a heart. Oh my gosh. That was awful. Oh my lord, that was awful. I hate frogs. Frogs are the worst.
During my time in Anura, I learned several things. That my cult needs a little bit more of my attention, or they'll all fall apart. Being left with one member hurt a lot more than I expected it to. My cult was almost entirely different halfway through this run. I had to rebuild it from a single member, and it was it was a lot. This video took a lot of time and effort, and I had to learn a lot of new things. So I really do appreciate it. I had a lot of fun, but it was a little bit hard on the emotions. So thank you to anyone that has stuck through to the end. And please leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you next time.